Good morning, children. Hope you all are doing well and listening to your parents. I am Kusum, your social studies teacher, and I am back with the second part of the first chapter, that is, the story of early humans. Before I'll start with this lesson, let's take a short recap of what we have done in our previous class. Children, do you remember what is evolution? Evolution means the gradual process of change and development in something over a long period of time. Now, what is human evolution? Human evolution is the story of gradual growth and development of early humans on the basis of their physical and mental growth, in which our ape-like ancestors transformed into modern man. Do you remember how many stages are there? There are 5 stages, and these are Australopithecus, Homo habilis, Homo erectus, Neanderthal, and the last one, Homo sapiens. Good children, I'm happy that you all remember. Children, may I know what you all can see in the given picture? Streamers, balloons, candy, cake. Okay, tell me, according to you all, what could be the occasion here in the given picture? Party? Right, birthday party. So now, can anybody tell me how come you know this is the picture of birthday party? Because of decoration, because of streamers, balloons, candy and cake. So children, we can say here balloon, streamers, candy, cake, and this complete decoration is acting like a clue that helped you to know about this picture, that gives more information about this picture. Okay, so we can say these clues are sources that informs you about the picture. Yes, children, in a same way, there are some sources which help our scientists to know more about human evolution. So here, in this lesson plan, we will learning about the different sources that helps us to know about different stages of human evolution. And children, remember, these sources can be anything, a place, a person or thing, anything which gives us more information, which creates something or from which we can originate something. There are two main types of sources, archaeological and literary. Archaeological sources, it includes fossils, bones, artifacts. We will be learning about these sources in details one by one. Let's start with archaeological sources. These are the sources of human history and prehistory which we get from the excavation of sites. Or we can say the sources which we get by digging the earth, and that has historical importance which provide us information about our past, about history, about prehistory are called archaeological sources. Children, when we talk about history, we are talking about the events which were recorded. For example, Taj Mahal. Taj Mahal is a very famous monument and it is the part of our history. Children, we will get written information about this monument. But when we talk about prehistory, we talk about time when the handwriting was not introduced. That means we will be not getting any recorded events. For example, stages of human evolution. If we want to know about stages of human evolution, we have to study only fossils artifact. Okay, children? Now, for example, see, these are the clay vessels which we get by digging the earth. Different kind of seals. This is oldest civilization. Civilization of Indus Valley. It is clear? Now, let's talk about literary sources. These are the written or scripted things that give information about past. Okay, children? Or we can say literary means written sources of past. For example, when we talk about literary sources, we talk about only history because history is providing us recorded events. For example, see, this is a clay tablet and you can see something scripted on this. This is again another example of scripted or literary sources. This is again another example. So I believe archaeological and literary sources are clear to you all. Children, can you tell me why archaeological sources are mainly important to understand human evolution? I'll tell you why. Because at the early stages of human evolution, that is from Australopithecus to Neanderthal, we did not find any written records. And if we really want to understand human evolution, we have to depend on fossils, bones, tools, and other artifacts. Children, artifacts means things which is made by man and having historical importance, like tools, weapons, utensils, etc. Now, let's learn more about these sources. Let's start with fossils. What is fossil or what are fossils? Fossils are the preserved remains or trace of plants and animals that lived millions of years ago. Or we can say that fossils are evidence of our past life or prehistoric time in the form of remains and impression of living things which is preserved by our mother nature. Is it clear, children? Now, you must be interested in knowing that how fossils are formed. Yes, children? I'll make it simple. Fossils are actually created or forms when any plant or animal dies and buried in mud, soil, and sand. Soft flesh quickly decompose, leaving behind skeleton or bones or cells. And due to sedimentation, these bones turned into rock, which is preserved for a long time by nature. We call it fossils, which we find while digging the earth. So children, formation of fossils are clear? Good. Fossils are primary sources that help us to understand human evolution. It includes imprints of footprints or trace of anything. For example, see this picture. You can see footprints here in this picture. Here it is another picture. Trace of fish. Second one is bones, eggs, teeth, shells, etc. See, here is one example. These are the bones of dinosaur. Another picture, you can see eggshells. Now, the last one is molds and cast. Here, it is a picture of mold and cast. To make it more clear, this mold and cast, children, let's take one example. You must be familiar with clay. You all love to play with clay. Children, did you notice when you buy the packet of clay from the market, along with this packet, you get different shapes, that molds, which you use for making different objects. Yes, children? So those shapes you those shapes which you get along with clay packet, that is mold. And when you make figures by using those molds, that figure is cast. I believe it is clear to you all. Now children, you must be thinking how fossils are important for our scientists, or how fossils can be evidence of our past. By studying these fossils, we can learn lot of things about human evolution, or we can get lot of information about early humans, as these are the evidence or proof of our past life. So, by studying these fossils only, our scientists can tell us about time period of different stages. It also helps us to know about their physical appearance, how early men used to look. And by studying these fossils only, we can know about the geographical areas where early men used to live. And after getting all this information, we can compare one stage from another stage. Children, you can see in this picture, each figure is different. Yes, because these are the pictures of different stages, and we can know about their physical appearance or the places where they used to live by studying the fossils only. I believe it is clear to you all. Now children, let's talk about bone. Why study of bones is important? You must be thinking. Children, study of bones is really important because it helps us scientists to examine their shape and size. Whose shape and size? Early humans' shape and size. Because this helps our scientists to understand that how early humans used to move, how they used to hold things, how their brain size was changing on every stage. These all information we can get only after studying bone structure. Okay children, is it clear? Now see, these are the bones which our scientists used to study for getting all this information. Is it clear? Good. After bones, let's talk about different tools. How tools are important? Tools are very important because it helps us to understand about the lifestyle of early men. By studying tools only, a scientist can provide us information like what kind of material early men were using for making tools, or what are the different purpose for making tools, or it help us to know about their inhabitants, means places where they used to live. And earlier, or we can say in the beginning, early men used objects as they found as tools, but later on they started making tools according to their need, and they used to use stones, bones and wood for making tools. And the archaeological sites from where the tools are found tells us about their inhabitants. And to know more about their lifestyle, how they used to hunt, how they used to protect themselves from wild animals, how they used to do agriculture. For getting all this information, it is really important to study tools. These are the examples of tools which were used by early humans. See, these are the different tools which were used by early humans. So children, importance of tools is clear? Good. Now, let's talk about utensils. Do really utensils are evidence of our past life? Yes. By studying early humans' utensils, a scientist can tell us that what kind of vessels they used to use and what are the different purpose. Much later, they early humans learned to make pots to store food and water. Oldest pots were made about 18,000 years ago. These are the information we can get by studying utensils. Okay children, here are few examples of utensils which were used by early humans. See. At last, children, let's talk about cave paintings. How cave paintings tell stories of past. By studying cave paintings, we can understand early humans' lifestyle and their emotions, how they used to live, how they used to feel, because sometimes they paint their emotions on the wall of caves. The most famous cave paintings are found in Spain, France, and India. First, early men used to grind stones into a paste and use for painting. Cave paintings show animals such as deer, bison, mammoths, etc. Some of paintings show early human dancing while others show them hunting. These are the different emotions of early humans which we can know only by studying cave paintings or researching on cave paintings. Okay, children? These are few examples of cave painting. See. Now, I believe cave painting or importance of cave painting is clear to you all. In short, I'll repeat again. Because of cave paintings only, we can understand how early human used to live and how they used to feel, because they paint their emotions on the wall of caves. Okay, children? Is it clear? Good. Now, children, I believe you all understand how these evidences or sources helped or archaeologists to narrate the story of different stages of human evolution. And with this, I'll end this chapter here only. Thank you. Stay blessed.